Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. حركاتنا الصحبة وخير في جميع الشوفة بلد ياسين. He said if two of his murids comes together, his hand is promised to be over that group. Therefore, we're asking to come under his protection and shelter and intercession. We said this afternoon, I'm saying Hussein's group this afternoon, someone asked me about Judgment Day. I said, well, I'm going to know about Judgment. Jibreel came to Prophet ﷺ in the form of a man, asked him about the Judgment Day. Prophet said, the one asking knows better than the one being asked. Be with the one you love. And we need now and then an intercession. We can't see the Judgment Day. We can't see Akhirah. We can't see life in the cover, in the grave. We see this life. Believer and unbelievers on the same level from their experience. But فاستعيذ بالله يا أيها الذين آمنوا آمنوا بالله ورسوله الذين يؤمنون بالغيب. Who believes in the unseen. Believer believes in what he can't see or what she can't see. And conducts their life on the basis of that belief. Tries to. We try to. Or we intend to. And we ask to be in this life and in the grave and the next life under the intercession of Prophet ﷺ and awliya, not to be taken into account for what we did. Everybody, as they go through their life, they interact with people, with places. Everybody, we hurt people, we cheated people, we crossed paths with people in different ways. Everybody has a string of things like that along their whole life. Sheikh Nazim, he came to the U.S. one time and went to a mosque in Michigan, in Dearborn, or Hamtramck. He said, when you pass from this life, you have to cross the bridge, Sirat, thinner than a hair, thinner than the blade of a razor. You have to cross that bridge over hellfire. And he said, but wait, it's not an ordinary bridge. It's a toll bridge. You know, a toll bridge, you have to stop and pay. New York needs a big pile of money just to go from one side of town to the other. You have to pay to cross that bridge. First toll booth should be, he said, your prayers. Big difference between belief and unbelief. The big barrier is the salat. Keep your prayers. It's a strong protection for believers. Pray on account of our belief, not because of what we can see. Can't see Allah. said the one you were praying to was in the mihrab of the one who's praying. You can't see it, but first your prayers. Any prayers, you have to complete it there, on that bridge, narrower than a razor blade over hellfire. Past that toll booth, that barrier, second one, your family. Anything, you have to fix it there. On that bridge thinner than a razor blade. Third toll bridge, alhamdulillah, I forgot it. We asked to be taken without those tolls. What I'm getting to. There are so many hadiths about difficulties, punishments in the grave, and questionings on the judgment day. We're asking to be without questions, to be taken without question. Go without question. He said, Shaykh Hashem said, once the questioning starts, you can't get out. You can't answer even the simplest question. You know the story. There was a rich man, very rich person. He had the sleeping sickness. They call it not sleep apnea, narcolepsy. You think he's dead, but he's not dead. He goes into a deep coma. They can't see if his heart is beating. He's not dead, but his biggest fear, they're going to bury me before I die, and I'll wake up in the grave not yet dead. That was his fear. So he said, if it happens that they bury me, I want somebody to make sure I'm really passed away. So I'm going to give a prize. I've heard this before, but to repeat it benefits the believer. And it might be some new shades of meaning. He said, I'm giving a prize with his will. He said, when they bury me, I want somebody to spend the first night in the grave with me to make sure I'm really dead. I'm going to go down, and anyone can spend the first night with me in the grave and check if I'm really dead or not. It takes a bag of gold coins. Huge prize. Most people never saw even one gold coin. There was a person, Muhammad Sheikh Nazim described him as a woodcutter. A woodcutter. He would go to the forest, cut firewood, wrap it, come to the village and sell it. I had one guy call me from Africa. He said that was his job. He would go cut wood and sell it. Huh. Maybe. Turned out to be a scam. There was one woodcutter. He heard about the prize and said, I'm brave enough to go down to that grave one night. I can take it for one night and I'll get that bag of coin. So it happened that person, he passed away. And because no one's sure he's really dead or not, they said one bag of gold for the one who can go down into the grave the first night. I'll do it. Go. He went in, they put a board or something over. I don't think they had plywood in those days. They put planks, maybe something. He's sitting there in the grave, dark, night, sitting with the dead body. Be brave, he's telling himself. You get gold. Gold, they do anything. And after a while, all the people go. Middle of the night, midnight, 1. Midnight used to be a big thing. Now no one sleeps before 3 a.m., but at that time it was midnight. Not a soul. Quiet. Cutter sitting down in the grave, and he hears voices all of a sudden with him. What was it? 2 people discussing. There's 2 down here. Or orders say there's 1, big question. What do you mean 2? Yeah, there's 2. Look. Oh. Which one are we going to question first? Our orders say this one. Yeah, but he's not going anywhere. The other one might go somewhere. He's not passed away. All right, we'll question that one first. It's the angels, Munkar and Nankir, coming to question the dead body. The dead guy's not going anywhere, so they go to question the woodcutter. In case he escapes, we'll get him first. They said to that woodcutter, he brought with him 2 things. His axe that he was cutting the wood, and his rope that he was tying the sticks with. What's that you've got there? He wasn't expecting it. My axe. Your axe? Yeah. Where you got that axe? What do you mean? You bought it? No, I made it. Where you got the stick to make that? It was your land? You got that stick, or somebody else's land? How do you know that person? You didn't pay him for that stick? It was a stick. Up till midnight for the stick. They didn't reach to the blade yet. Where you got that? Half the night like that. Then, and what's that? My rope. Your rope. And again, up till morning about his rope. You can't answer about that rope. I don't know. I'm not sure you came by this rope by honorable means. It's not sure it's going to be halal for you. This might be against you in the grave. You might have stolen these things. We don't know. Belong to someone else. You can't answer. This morning, the angels disappear. We'll come back later for the other one. They're off for the day. They open the grave. The woodcutter comes out, and the lawyer who was handling the will and the bag of gold says, "Congratulations, you're a brave one. You win this bag of gold, your prize." Bag of gold? He looked at his axe. I can't answer for this axe. I can't answer for this rope. He threw it. Leave that gold, and he ran off into the woods. We can't answer for anything. Therefore, we need an intercession. Someone asked me about Judgment Day the other day. Same day, someone posted something on the internet. Father Sheikh Nazim. Can anyone look at my picture, look at my face? I'm guaranteed for him on the Judgment Day, or her. Allah gives that permission. We need like that. Someone on behalf of Prophet ﷺ to answer for us. We can't answer. We can't answer. May Allah make him intercessor for us on behalf of Prophet ﷺ, and make Prophet ﷺ intercessor for us on judgment. There's a long hadith. I'm not going to say it now, it'll be late. Prophets can't answer for themselves on the judgment day. We're going to go to Adam and Noah and Ibrahim and Musa and Sayyidina Isa, and all of them say, I did this, I did that, I can't answer. Go to the next one. 124,000 prophets passing, they can't answer for themselves, fearing to speak. All of them going to prophets. I'm for that. We need that. ولو أنهم ظلموا أنفسهم جاءوك استغفر الله واستغفر لهم الرسول فوجد الله توابا رحيم. Do the dua of the blind man every day. اللهم نسألك وتوجه إليك بحبيبك المصطفى سيدنا محمد نبي الرحمة يا محمد إني أتواصل بك إلى ربي في كل حاجات وفي هذه الحاجات لتقضى لي اللهم شافي فيه. Oh my Lord, I'm turning to you by Muhammad. I'm turning my face to you by Muhammad, the Prophet of mercy. And continuing, Ya Muhammad, I'm turning myself to you, to my Lord. I'm making you my, passing through you to Allah. And asking again to Allah, oh my Lord, make him my intercessor. We need that. We need that. No one can answer. What about the judgment day? No one can answer. Holy Quran says, no one can be sure of himself except the one doomed to ruin. To be proud of yourself and sure of yourself, you're in a dangerous position. Quran says that. It's not my idea. Allah says. You aren't sure? I'm okay. I'm sure. Oh, like to be left to yourself? No. My Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, my Shaykh. ومن الله توفيق بحرمة أبي بحرمة الفاتحة. Make a habit to do the dua of the blind man. Every day I'm intending to do it also, inshallah. Fatiha.